What is going on, everyone? What is happening? It is Jayson Yessir right here, and I am with the Cupcake Queen,
Miss Trecie Trece herself. Hey, guys.
Of course, you guys were introduced to her last week, and this week you'll find out a little bit more what's to go on. If you are listening, you're not getting the full visual, so make sure you go ahead to youtube.com/Jayson Yessir, and you can see the first 20 minutes available to view. You will also see right now that I'm wearing a mask. What is this? A surgical mask, right? They call this?
I mean, it's a mask.
We'll explain as to why I'm wearing this in a couple of minutes or so.
Please and thank you.
But yeah, so we're going to get into it. We have a lot of things to go into. This episode was close to not happening, but I wanted to make sure it was going to happen and not delayed at all or anything like that because just came back. It's been over 2 years. And
yeah, want to keep it going, keep it.
I wasn't trying to have that issue happen all over again. So I am determined. I want to make sure that this gets up there and it continues on and it's available every single Wednesday for the people to listen and the ones that are expecting it, that there's nothing else that, gets in the way. So we're here, we're ready, and we will make this happen. So welcome to Spit It Out. If you haven't been here before, and if you have, thanks for coming back. All right. So, anyways, we hang out a lot throughout the week, I would say. 7 days out of the week, we probably see each other, what? At least 5 days.
Yeah, 5 to 6
days. So, this week, not so much, though. Mm-hmm. We haven't. What have you actually, since last left off was Saturday, what have you been up to since?
Oh, wow. Has it been that long?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. So much has happened since I last seen you. I wound up going out.
Okay.
With one of my new friends here in Orlando. So we wound up going out, just a little friend thing or whatever, to a hookah spot, which was really cool. And then Sunday, I went to the mall. Did you get the pictures of the dresses I sent you?
Oh, I did. I seen the thingy, but I didn't really look at them.
Oh my God.
I know when you what's it called, video chatted with me, and I did see a couple like that. Mm-hmm. But when you sent them, I just still haven't actually physically looked at it.
Yeah. So I went to the mall and I brought a dress for $15.
That's a deal.
Oh,
a steal.
It's a steal.
A steal of a deal.
It's a win.
It's a win.
And I also found, I've been sleeping on DD's lately, for real. Okay. I'm not a big DD's person, but we went to DD's and I found this bomb ass jumpsuit. You gotta look at it when you see it. Really fucking cute. Found that $10. Bruh.
Another steal of the deal.
It's a win. It's so crazy.
For you guys that don't know, DD's is a DD's discounts. It's like a
Ross or a
Marshalls, TJ Maxx, like that. But I would say one level underneath.
Definitely,
it's
underneath
more of a Ross than TJ Maxx or a Marshalls.
I mean, I feel like it's on the same level as a Burlington or something. No,
true.
So I feel like it's on the same level.
I just feel like usually a Marshalls is a little more upkept.
I agree. And plus you can find way more name brand things at Marshalls and TJ Maxx. So you gotta have Polo.
But if you look around and that, there's always same thing at Ross. If I go sometimes and you really scavenge around, look, you can find something really nice, really cheap. So DD's, I've never actually done shopping for myself. I've only been there, I think, once with you. But then again, I didn't have a DD's.
Oh, we went to Ross when we went last time we went up there.
Yeah, I didn't have a DD's back home or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. We didn't either.
Coming here was the first time seeing DD's. And yeah, I've only been that one time, I think, with you. And then that's it. Mm-hmm.
So that happened. So I spent the Sunday with my sister. We had a little girl Sunday or whatever. We did that. Monday I worked and today is Tuesday.
Yeah, spoiler alert, guys. If you didn't know, we're recording this early. We actually don't do it on Wednesday.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I had to think about it.
I'm sure they knew.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Nothing exciting
brings you on
happened.
To today here. Oh,
yeah. Okay. Nothing exciting, unfortunately.
Same week. Nothing too exciting with me. Nothing really.
You've been
happened.
in the
bed. You thought I was dead. No, I don't know really exactly when this started, but it was about Saturday-ish. I remember was around you and I said, hey, my throat is starting to feel.
It was the day before because you were talking about your throat and everything.
The day before, then
so
Friday. So
it had to be a Friday, yeah.
Okay. So either Friday, Saturday-ish around there. And I had mentioned I'm starting to feel some throat pain or whatever. I didn't know if I was getting a sore throat or anything like that, but it was starting to feel that way. And then as the days progressed and stuff, I started feeling a little more worse and worse. But on Saturday, actually, we were planning on going somewhere, I think to City Walk. And at first I was like, no. Then I was like, yeah, because it was like changing here and there as if how I was feeling. I was like, no, I think I can manage it. No. But I'm totally glad I said no and did not go at all.
Yeah, you would have been.
Because I would have been like that time when we went out and then you just was horrible and wanted to go.
Yeah. And I was like, look, I can't do this. I got to go home. You're right.
Exactly. And I would have probably just felt that way because.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. I got it.
As the time went on, it felt worse and worse. So Saturday passed along. Actually, on Saturday, too, someone actually came and visited me back from Connecticut. My ex that you guys, I don't know if I've had him on the podcast before. I think he's been on the podcast, but who knows? Maybe he'll probably still be here for next week. So next week I might have him on the podcast. But anyways, he actually came and is in the area and visited. So luckily, someone was here because I obviously don't have no one around. I live alone and stuff. So it was good to know that someone was here and could pretty much watch over me as I was getting progressively sick. So Sunday strolls around and wake up on Sunday and I just felt horrible. Worse than Saturday. And it was just a buildup of different things. I felt like if I had a fever, So
I just want to stop you and tell you you're defeating the purpose of your mask because...
I gotta breathe.
Because...
I gotta breathe, okay?
But my immune system sucks, and if you get me sick, I'm gonna be highly upset, and I'm gonna stay over here the whole time I'm sick. So I'm just letting him know that you heard it.
It keeps slipping. Sorry,
because you have it on wrong.
Is it upside down?
Yes, it's upside down.
I'm not used to this. I don't get sick. I actually have it. The last time I was sick was so I've been wearing it wrong for the past days.
Right, and then you pinch it at your nose. No,
I was doing it on the bottom of the chin.
Why would you pinch that there?
I was contouring my jaw.
This makes no sense. That just makes no sense.
So luckily he's been here around, and if I needed anything, he's able to run to the store, get me whatever, and if I call him, hey, I need a water or whatever, he's been really good at that and grabbing whatever for me.
It's really nice. Thanks.
So Sunday strolls around, like I was saying, and a combination of things. I was feeling throat pain like that, but not so much of that. Then I was just getting a fever, or so I thought, because I don't have a temperature thermometer here, so I couldn't really take my temperature properly.
So he needs a first aid kit. So into that.
Christmas list. No. So I don't have one of those. Anyways, so I didn't really know what my fever was like, but I knew so because I was feeling my body like warm. Also, too, I was feeling like the cold sweats and stuff, trying to sleep, and I'll get hot, cold, and my ass does not get hot like that to be like, okay, put the fan on, put the AC on, and let's run it all. Because I normally
run it
up. Yeah. Wait until next month, and I'll see my bill how much. But anyways, yeah. So I knew something was going on. Then there was also some pain above the eyes. I was getting some eye pressure pain too. Just little things here and there, minor headaches here and there and stuff. A chest cough. So I was getting pain whenever I coughed.
Had a whooping cough. A whooping cough.
A whooping?
Whooping?
Isn't that like from the 50s?
Type of cough. I mean, I heard your cough. It was nasty.
I don't know if it was all like that.
But it was nasty.
But it was like a dry cough.
Yes.
It was pretty much like a dry cough, not more so of a wet cough. But, yeah, that kind of came and go, whatever and all that. Still coughing a little bit now, but everything else has like gone away. Been taking some. So anyway, before I get into it, so I went to urgent care then on Monday. So Sunday night I was like, listen, if I don't feel better at all, I definitely gonna have to go to urgent care on Monday.
Yeah.
So Monday morning came along, and right away I knew I was going to urgent care. It was, I don't know, 6 something in the morning or whatever, and urgent care didn't open till 8 o'clock. So now I'm just waiting as the time goes by till I could finally go. So finally 8 o'clock comes, and then I go down the street, go to urgent care, and I'm there, and I'm just feeling horrible, like checking in and then sitting there waiting. And I'm hoping, I hope they call me right away. There was only one guy there before me. So there wasn't that many other people. So I'm like, good.
How was that urgent care? How was it?
It was pretty good. It wasn't that bad.
Because you went to the one up the street, right?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Like I said, it was nice, and the people were nice. The lady that was actually helping me, the checking lady, she was so nice. she then was like looking at my thing because on my debit card, you know how it has like my picture of with long hair. And she was like, "Oh, long hair don't care, but you cut it." And I'm like, "Girl, that picture is like 7 years old. That is not nothing cute." So yeah, she was really nice though, but I just was not in the mood to be sitting there socializing or anything like that.
Of course, you feel
and
horrible.
I'm just like, "Yeah, girl, that's 7 years. Oh, like, I don't got time for this. Hurry up, put my information in so they can call me."
Right.
So then,
wait, she made you pay before?
I did pay before.
Well, you only have a copay, so that's not bad. It's not unusual.
How much do you think the copay is?
Was it $50?
No.
75?
No.
100?
$100.
Bitch, $100?
I had to pay $100 fucking dollars to get seen.
But was that your deductible?
My copay, $100.
Bitch,
yes,
that's a lot.
It was urgent care $100 if I go for, because mind you, I've had this insurance now from work and I don't pay monthly for it, so obviously that's where you pay the more fees in after. So since I'm not paying monthly, okay, I see it, but I never actually looked like to see what I would be paying for things. So urgent care $100. If I was to go to a specialist, I think it's more. 60. No, it was actually less. It was like $60 or something,
really,
or maybe 80 or something like that. And then if I went to a regular like office visit, that was $60. Yeah. So at this point, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, I'm already here. I'm going to do this because regardless of $100, whatever, but I need them to figure out what's going on. I need to feel better because I'm feeling like shit. So they call me, whatever. I go into the room. They do the normal vitals and all that. Mind you, the fucking nurse or what, she was probably, what is it called?
LPN?
CNA.
CNA.
Certified nurse assistant. I don't know what the fuck she was looking at because I go on the, you know how you go in, they want to get on the scale. So mind you, she says get on the scale. Right before she gets on the scale, I'm like this, throwing everything to my pocket. So I'm thinking, okay, I just added probably 5 more pounds on me, whatever. But regardless, I see the scale and it says about like 140, right? And I'm like, okay, that seems about accurate. I've always been in my past like 120s, like the late 120s into 130s or so for the longest, for years and years. I've always been around that weight. And so I was like, okay, 140, cool. I've been going to the gym and all. I might build a little muscle, whatever.
Of course.
But then I wasn't too sure because I haven't been didn't eat in the last 2 days either. So I'm like, well, you know, I haven't really maintained the weight also, so I could have been dropping off some pounds. So at the end of the appointment, I get the paper and I noticed the lady put 170 pounds. She put like an extra 30 pounds.
What?
I don't know what she was looking at. I don't know if she messed up, did a typo or whatever, but.
So yeah, because you know we're near 170, period.
I was like, bitch, you added 30 pounds.
Period.
Like 170, you should even realize like, he is not 170 pounds.
For real.
So, I went into the exam room, and they came in, like I said, did the vitals. And then after the doctor comes in, the doctor asks, hey, what's going on, blah, blah, explains to her all. So then they come and do the nasal swab when they take the big ass Q-tip and stick it all the way down in your fucking nose. And then
I've never had that before.
I think they do the flu that way, and then they do it a different way. I can't remember how, but
did it hurt?
When I worked at the pediatrics office, they would do some. It like tingled a little bit, like tickled-ish. Like it was kind of the point, like I'm not enjoying it, but hurry up and get this done.
Get done with this and wrap it up.
So she did it on the right nostril, which honestly, I felt like the left nostril was more like mucusy, like that feeling. But I'm like, whatever, they must have got what they needed. So yeah, she stuck it in there, swung it around a couple of times, and then pulled it out, and then they took it to go get tested. So then they came back in. They said, okay, you have type A flu. I guess it's like the most common flu, or most common. Most people get it or whatever. And it's been going around and stuff. So the type A flu.
But you don't do nothing. You don't be out in the world enough to get the flu. I'm so confused.
Even the doctor was like, so do you live with anyone at home? Were they sick? Were you around anyone that was sick? And I'm like, no. And I'm trying to think, like, how many people were I around in the last couple of days? The only thing I could think of is when we went out, the July 4th or whatever it was. That was the last time that I was actually out with the public.
Yeah, but yeah.
Unless it was starting then.
Oh, well, maybe that's when it started. Because, well, did you wear long sleeve? You didn't wear long sleeve, no?
No.
I don't remember. I don't know. But maybe that's when it actually started. No,
Yeah.
no. Because you were already talking about something feeling funny before then too, though. Not that I actually think about it.
So I don't really know where the point, but I was trying to think back too, like, okay, how many people have I been around? Where have I gone? This is that. And then previously before that, the only place that I'm like in a public area, because I work from home, so a public area is me going to the gym.
True.
But
then you still haven't been to the gym even before the 4th. You
the last time
go
it
to
was
the gym.
last Wednesday. And then also too, that doesn't even make much sense, or I don't think so, because going to the gym, okay, when I'm there's like nobody there. And half the time I can still see that the like seats are drying up from disinfectant. Like they're just so wet, still drying up like that. So I'm like, it's not like this place is dirty where things aren't getting clean. Like, I don't get it. So I don't know where I contracted it from or whatever, but type A flu is what they said I have. So she goes, okay, we're gonna go prescribe you some because I was only taking Dayquil and NyQuil that I had here at my house. So the lady was like, the doctor was like, I will prescribe you some Tamiflu. That they didn't have it there, but take it to the pharmacy, whatever. You know, I was like, okay, cool. And she's like, you continue taking your Dayquil, NyQuil if you want. Do not take any ibuprofen at all. I don't know, it just doesn't work or whatever she said. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
More for like inflammatory infections and stuff like that, so it wouldn't do anything for you.
Yeah. And then she goes, do you need a doctor's note? Well, she goes, I know you work from home. Do you need a doctor's note? Now I'm thinking, how do you even know I work from home? Because I didn't tell nobody in here I work from home.
Or maybe you did when you were sick.
No, I didn't. The only thing I could think of, if they looked up my insurance and noticed it says,
but it still don't say work from home
somewhere else or what. I don't know how that information. Because I honestly don't remember telling them that I worked from home at all.
Or maybe your ex said something about it.
No, he did. He stayed
in the lobby.
In the lobby, yeah. He was like, "Do you want me to come?" I was like, "No, I'll be fine." So he stayed in the lobby, and nothing. So she goes, "Do you want a doctor's note?" And I was like, "Yeah." I just texted the lady, but I said, "You know what? Just give me some, just so I have something there." Cool. So now I'm waiting in the room forever. Like, I felt like in between when they had to do the little test, when the doctor came in, when the CNA, all between that, it wasn't that long of a time. But this for a fucking doctor's note, I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I'm texting him. I'm like, I'm just patiently waiting on a doctor's note. I don't know how long this is gonna be. He's like, okay. So then now I'm just so impatient. I open the door and I go up to the front to the lady that was checking me in. I'm like, am I supposed to be waiting for the doctor's note out here or in there? And she just looked at me. She goes, oh no, in there. I said, okay. So I went back in there and I'm thinking like, what the fuck? And I was still, I haven't taken none of the medication that they had prescribed me at the time. So I'm still feeling like all my ways, dizzy, nauseous, whatever. Because it was to the point where I couldn't even stand up.
Yeah.
And I was feeling like I would go run to the bed because I thought I was going to either like throw up or something else was going to happen. So I'm thinking like, when is this lady going to hurry up? Actually, a couple times when I was in that room, you know how you sit on the patient like bed thing?
Yeah.
A couple times I just threw myself back and laid down until they came back in because I'm like, I'm not standing up like this for that long. So she finally comes in. She finally explains, okay, you know, get this, blah, 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 whatever. So I go ahead and leave there. And by this time, he was out, like, by the car or whatever. So I just met him outside. And we go to Walmart to do the prescription. So we go right to Walmart to do the prescription. He goes inside because I'm like, listen, I was like, I honestly would like you to just drop me off at home. And then you could run around and do this prescription stuff. Because the way I'm feeling, I'm not feeling it. So he was like, no, just be real quick. At least drop off the prescription. I'll pick it up after.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. So I waited in the car while he went inside. And he came back out and he was like, oh, they honestly don't have any.
Oh.
So Walmart didn't have any. So he goes, I'll go check Walgreens or CVS, whatever, down the road. And so I said, okay, you're definitely no dropping me off back at the house. So I'm not going for all that. So he drops me off at the house. I get here. I come, you know, beginning of my stairs, come up those stairs.
You're winded.
Run to the bathroom because I was about to throw up.
Oh my God.
Just from the car to the stairs. That's how nauseous I got from that time. Went to the thing. I spit up a couple times. Spit up. It just wasn't coming up, but I was just spitting up. And in the toilet. And then I ran to the bed because I had a garbage right next to me there. So I ran into the bed, hovered over a little bit, and I was like, okay, no, I think I'm good. Laid down. And I just rested there until I heard him come back or whatever. So then I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, wait, if I had to pay so much for my copay, how much is this fucking medicine going to be? So I thought of it though, and I said, oh, let me text him and see. So while he's giving the prescription, he could ask beforehand, hey, how much is it going to be? Or if so, do you have it in a generic version?
Right.
So I do that, and he ends up calling me or whatever. He goes, oh, they said it's going to be $45. And I'm like, okay, I got to pay it. Okay, whatever. So I had also one on that you probably see commercials now, that Good RX, where they have like coupons or whatever that you can use on your prescriptions. Well, it didn't matter because what the price he got it for that they quoted him $45 was just about what I found. Good thing I didn't get it at Walmart. On that site was showing at Walmart was like almost $60. It was like 58 and change.
Yeah.
So where he got it was $45 flat. So I was like, okay, cool. And the cheapest on that